Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name's Rami, and I am here to talk to you guys about how to get your dream job, and how to get every single job that you interview for. So I'm filming outside today because it is 80 degrees in December in Texas, so it's beautiful weather. If you guys are at this point in the semester, you guys are finishing up finals and you guys are getting ready to graduate and you guys are looking for your dream job. I hope this video helps you kill it, and I hope this video helps you get your dream job that you are looking for. Honestly, before I use these tips, I didn't have that much job experience. I probably had like 2 jobs before I started interviewing for nursing positions, and that was like in retail and a job in the hospital as a tech. So I didn't have much interview experience. My second to last semester of nursing school, I had a very early interview, only because I really wanted that position, and I couldn't answer a question. I was very nervous. Overall, the interview did not go good at all. So I thought to myself, how could I kill my interview every single time? So I put these 5 tips together as tips that I used for every single interview and how it got me every single job honestly after that. My last semester of nursing school is when I really started applying for jobs and interviewing for jobs. So I got every single one of them. I even interviewed for nursing positions I wasn't really interested in, only because I applied for the job because it's really hard to find jobs as a new graduate. You have to apply to residency programs. I did apply to the med-surg, PCU, tele areas first before I started applying for specialized positions like ICU and OB. My dream was really to get OB, but I was so glad that I applied to different positions first, so that by the time I interviewed for OB, I landed the job. A lot of the interviews from the residency hiring managers are panel interviews. So I had to interview in front of every single manager, every single hiring manager in front of the whole hospital. I was literally in front of 20 to 25 people. But by the time I got to these interviews, I was so prepared for them. Like literally, these tips changed my life, and hopefully it'll change yours too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. So the first tip I have is to know the 15-second rule. And the 15-second rule is that over 50% of hiring recruiters will know if they're gonna hire someone within the first 15 seconds of them walking in. So this means you have to have a killer outfit. And this is the #1 tip I think everyone should know. Go into the mall, go to the store, go wherever you buy your outfits from, and buy something that's very comfortable. Honestly, I used this outfit for every single interview that I interviewed for. It was the one I was most comfortable in. This outfit took me a long time to prepare for. It took me a long time to shop for. It made me feel so comfortable, so professional, and made me feel like I could kill it just by walking in the interview. So I recommend that you find a really good outfit that makes you feel professional, comfortable, and something that you won't have to tweak, have to keep on tucking in your shirt. It's important to kill it in the first 15 seconds of your interview with just your appearance. So instead of a purse, I always brought with me just this black professional binder, and what I held in it was just my resume, a pen, and a little note card that I can take notes on. And this is all I brought, and there was pockets that I just put my ID and keys in if I needed to, and this is all I brought with me to my interview. So this is the outfit I wore. I will link in the description everything that I bought. It's a little wrinkled because I didn't iron it, but it is a midnight blue blazer, just a light business top, and some gray pants. With a brown belt and some nude black flats. And I kept my hair literally the exact same every single interview. They were just soft curls. So if you guys want to see a tutorial on that, just comment or like this video. And this is the entire outfit. Of course, in the first 15 seconds whenever you walk in, they're also going to notice your smile. So make sure you walk in with a smile, walk in confidently. Don't just keep your eyes to the floor. Maintain good eye contact as well. So my next tip actually comes from a hiring recruiter. He taught me this tip, and I think honestly it's totally helped with me landing the job. So the second tip is to have a firm handshake. Now this may sound weird, but practice your handshake with anyone you can, with your friends, with your family. So I literally, after he told me this tip, I literally was just practicing my handshake with anyone, asking them what they thought about it, like asking if it was too hard, if it was too soft, and just making sure I had a nice, firm, confident handshake walking in. So Sometimes it depends on the type of interview that you have, but sometimes whenever you have an individual interview, it's important to start off with a handshake when you first walk in. Whereas panel interviews with like 20 people interviewing me, and it's difficult to introduce yourself when you're first walking in and give every single person a handshake. Even if there was 20-25 people in the room, I made sure to say thank you for your time, and just make sure to shake every single one of their hands. And I think this is really important for me to land every job. So my third tip is, of course, all of us are going to be nervous. We're all going to be shaking. We're not going to know what to expect. So my third tip is to channel that nervousness into excited energy. So if you're shaking, you're panicking, you think you're going to ruin the interview, just channel that as much as you can into excited energy. So when you first walk in the room, you're like, hey, my name's Rami, how are you? Very nice to meet you. Just using that nervousness and channeling it as much as you can. Think about it into energy that makes you very excitable during your interview, and that'll totally make you stand out and make them remember you as well. And it also shows that you're really excited about this job, and you're excited to interview with them, you're excited to meet them. Of course, everyone knows that you'll be nervous. Every single interviewer will expect you to be nervous, but just try to channel it into excitement as much as you can so they'll remember you. My fourth tip is to practice common interview questions first in front of the mirror. Seeing how you talk to others, maintain direct eye contact with yourself in the mirror. It will give you a good idea of how you're gonna look in the interview. So while you're talking to the interviewers, you won't be thinking, oh, how do I look? How did my facial expression seem? You'll be able to know by practicing in front of the mirror. Take some time to do this, okay? Make sure you've got it down, and once you've got it down, go to your family, your friends, your coworkers, anyone around that'll listen to you, and ask them to maintain a strict composure when you're talking to them. So the most important thing about this is to not let them just interview you casually. Ask them to maintain strict composure. Some interviewers will literally just look at you like this. And it's really important for it not to faze you. So ask them to just stare at you. Ask them to smile with you. Ask them to act different or weird or goofy. Be prepared for any kind of interviewer that'll interview. Some make it a point to make you really comfortable, make sure you're enjoying the experience, making you as comfortable as you can, whereas other interviewers will try to test how you can handle strict or tough situations. So they'll do this just by staring at you straight in the eyes and not really giving you much feedback. So it's really important to try to interview with any kind of personality. This will give you tons and tons and tons of practice that you really need, and it'll make you feel a lot more comfortable asking questions during the actual interview. I suggest that you ask them to ask you the top common interview questions that I'm definitely going to be making next. I'm making a video about the most common interview questions. Make sure you subscribe to make sure that you watch that. So the more you talk and the more prepared you are for your answers, the more comfortable you're going to be throughout your interview. So my fifth and final interview tip is to keep your cool when things go south. How to answer questions when you don't know the answer to. So my suggestion is to keep a few good stories in the back of your pocket to bring out whenever you don't know the answer to questions that they ask, because they will ask you questions that you won't know how to answer. It's really important to keep times where you felt challenged, times where you came out on top, times where you helped out as a student in clinicals, or even just with like your family members or friends. It's really important to just have those stories in the back of your mind that you can kind of bring out and cater to the question. I'll be giving you a lot more tips on that in my next video, which is going to be the top 10 nurse interview questions. So go ahead and subscribe to see the next video. I'm making it and putting it out in a few days. So overall, it's really important to maintain really good body language, really good body posture. Whenever you're interviewing with your family and friends, keep your back straight, keep your hands at your side, or just keep them like this. Don't cross your legs. You can cross your ankles or keep your feet flat on the floor, and just maintain open body language. You're talking to someone, you don't want to seem closed off. You want to seem open and just excited to answer questions, excited to be there. So what I usually did was just keep my body open like this and kind of lean forward a little, because it looks like I'm talking to you, I'm engaging with you, and I'm just ready to answer any of your questions. So I always tried to maintain that body posture and practice it whenever I was talking and practicing with my family and friends. So overall, hiring recruiters are looking for someone who exhibits good teamwork, good communication skills, good critical thinking, and problem-solving ability. So if you follow these 5 tips and make sure you practice your questions thoroughly, this will all be shown in the way you interview. If you interview well, if you keep your confidence, if you practice your answers, all of this will be shown, and they will totally see it if you follow these 5 tips. So if this video helped you in practicing for an interview, and let me know in the comments if you guys got the interview, if you got the job. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be the top 10 nurse interview questions. Thank you guys for watching. Bear, what's tip number 1? Have a good outfit. Oh, good boy. A nice smile. Oh. Tip number 2, firm handshake, Bear. Firm handshake. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you're gonna get the dream job, right? You're gonna get the dream job. Oh, what else do you want to say, Bear? Subscribe? Subscribe for more content? Oh.